Alright, hello everyone. So today it is the 10th of October, and yesterday was the day that I sealed my fate for the next 1 year because I have transferred my school fees for this Entrepreneurship 101 course over. So for the next 1 year, unfortunately or fortunately, this is what I have to do. And I thought I would just document my journey along the way. It's going to be very raw. I'm not sure whether I'm going to upload this at all, but here goes nothing. So the purpose of this video is to be a sort of accountability check as well, because if there is an audience, real or perceived, whatever imaginary audience, then it gives me kind of like a more motivation to continue down this path. My goodness. Okay, so anyway, this is the start of the third month of our roles as bosses of this company. And well, the past 2 months have been a bit scary because the revenue that we were promised would be easy to get did not come in, and so our salaries are also on hold at the moment. But well, this is, according to my ex-boss, something that is to be expected, because every year around this time of the year, July, August, invoices tend to come in more slowly. We have a bit less jobs. But yeah, let's just hope that this is really a seasonal thing, and then it's not going to continue. But in any case, we're now in October. I this morning had a call with a potential client that was going to confirm a job that's going to happen in December, and it's great because it looks like we are not gonna do just the basic service for them. So there are some additional add-ons which are great because that would help us to get more revenue for this year. So that's a piece of good news. Ha ha ha. So I guess I'm kind of happy right now. Yeah, what else do I have to say, right? It's Friday. I don't know why I've been feeling a bit better this week about the state of affairs and things. I guess because the irreversible part of this journey has been done. The money has been transferred, and so I have officially invested $5,000 into myself. I'm just gonna treat it as like a course fee for 1 year of a master's degree, if you can look at it that way, because in this next 1 year I will be tasked with running this business and ensuring that it does not die. So at the end of this 1 year, what I'm hoping to get is skills related to running a business, including all the P&L, financial balancing, getting your revenue, your cost, making sure that you're paying all your costs and not going into debt and not owing people money. And also at the same time, now that I am one of the main drivers of this business, I'm starting to think a lot more about sales, about making quotations, about hitting targets, and all the various things involved in selling your product and service. So all these things I think are valuable skills that would allow me to get something out of this 1 year of commitment, even if monetarily I do not get anything out of it. But I'm hoping. Yeah, so I think that's the update that I have for today. I hope to finish up the updated quotation to send over to the client I met this morning, and for them to hopefully pay us 50% deposit for our services that will happen in December, and then it would help with some of the cash flow issues. Yeah, well, at least we're paying the people who are supposed to pay, like freelancers, like our intern, like rental of equipment. So those are still okay, like rental of the office as well, those are still okay. So I'm just not taking out my salary nor my co-boss's salary yet, because just to leave a bit of buffer for the stuff that have to be paid. But I'm very thankful for a supportive partner and for a very understanding family. So let's see where it goes. Right, so I think that's it for this week. Next week I will start to do more sales decks. So our plan is to come up with a solid case study and to sell to a certain specific target audience, and that will be the goal for next week. So yeah, let's see how. All in all, my reflections so far for these 2 months is that there's always something to do, and you really just need to get it done, and you shouldn't be hung up over the things that you haven't done, because if you think too much and not do, that's an even greater waste of time, right? So whatever you do, whatever step you do, whether it is sending out a quotation, whether it's sending out an email, trying to do a pitch deck for a potential client, even if there are no visible rewards or no visible, KPIs that were hit, I think it is still worth it, because it is something that has to be done. Not everything that you do will directly translate into an increase in your revenue, and I think it's very important to acknowledge that. So what is most important right now is to really get the quantity out first, and then afterwards you can set a time, maybe after 1 or 2 months, after you have some data, you can set aside some time, maybe a day, to go through your data and results to see what works. But right now, there's no point thinking too much, getting too hung up over whether something works or not. You should just do it, and then you see what happens later. Yeah, so that's the greatest takeaway, I think, that I've had so far in these 2 months. So yeah, hang around. Let's see how this journey goes. I feel like I really want to document this, because it's a rather significant bit of my life. And yeah, thank you. Let's see where we are next week, 1 month later, or even next year.